If you look at him, he has a lot of skill and he's trying to run off. But when it's just super dry, these scales will actually split out and they could lose their scales and this won't grow at all. This is Chris. Welcome to my Geckopia channel. In this video, I'm going to show you guys the setup for red-eye crocodile skinks. Or you could use it for white-eye crocodile skinks. Both of them are perfectly fine and same. So just briefly going over their background informations. They're from Papua New Guinea's Indonesia in tropical forest area where it's super humid. And usually there are two different backgrounds where they usually live. And one is the place where it's a river and there's a lot of rocks and they just hide underneath for the day and come out during the nights to hunt for food. And the other place they usually hide is in tropical forest where they hide underneath this branch forest log and come out the same time, basically around 3-4 a.m. during the nights to hunt and swim. And after they do that, they just basically simply go back to their shelter and stay there for the rest of their day. So you won't see them very often and you will face them like this empty syndrome where you're seeing it right now. There is a good enclosure, but you're not seeing anything, and it's basically they're just hiding in there. They're just shy and don't really like to come out. But you know, it's always entertaining and fun when you see them out sometimes, and it just amazes me how they just play this eye-watching game where they don't really do anything and act like they're dead when I'm watching. So I just try not to disturb them a lot. For that reason, you need 4 hides or 3. I would have at least 3 for pair, 2 for a single red-eye crocodile skinks. And also you need some kind of swimming tub. This is just something that I think it's the best one to use for myself, but you could use something else like this. But anyway, you need that and a warm dish. And for the substrate, I use Eco Earth. And since I live in Las Vegas where it's super dry, I tend to find the Eco Earth tends to keep the humidity level high and for a long time. And let me show you the products. This is the product that I use for their substrate. So you can just get them at the Paco, Passmart, any reptile shop, and you'll be able to simply get one from the store. Once you get that, you're pretty much all set, and this is about 40-gallon size tank. And I got this majorly because I wanted to create a vivarium for my red-eye crocodile skinks on how everyone creates like these amazing, beautiful enclosure for their reptiles. But however, over the years, I have experienced that these red-eye crocodile skinks are not the best type of reptiles to live in that area, since you will have to keep up with the lightings and frequent waters, and Las Vegas is not the best place to keep up like that, and especially they don't like lights. So I just try not to provide lights, but you can do that if you want. But just having these 4 hides will be definitely fine with the waters, and you just have them like an abandoned child and they will do super good. Although some reptiles do need care and a lot of time to just take care of them, but these, the more you don't handle, more you don't care, and humidity level is fine, water is clean, and there's always food in the warm dish, then they should be really doing well. And none of my reptiles have ever died putting this setup, because I did really a lot of research and experiment to see what they like the most, and this is the best way to keep them most safe and the healthiest conditions. So you can try it this way or some other ways, but this is just my tips. Especially during the winter season, it's just super cold. You know, Las Vegas, it may not be the coldest area, but when it's cold, have the temperature between 70 to 80. But long as you have that temperature, you should be fine. Nothing really difficult. I try to use a bunch of different type of heat source to provide them heat for winter seasons, and there are 3 things that I have used in the past. One is the heat lighting, heat lamp basically, and there's a night lamp and ceramic lamp and heat pad, and I tend to find the heat pad the most useful way to use it, because ceramic and lighting, although they do provide enough heat, they tend to make the enclosure very dry. And while this heat mat doesn't seem to affect with the dryness, so I had a lot of good experience with using that products. And I think it's the Extora or Jumet products that you can find on at the pet store. Can't remember the name, but that has been the work the best. And for the to keep the humidity levels, which is super important in Las Vegas, I use this water cooling systems where it's called Monsoon Multi products. Basically, I could set up a timer where it frequently sprays water every day, every 4 hours, 6 hours, however you want to set it up, and it will make the enclosure super humid all the time. That's pretty much it for red eye crocodile skink, and this is the basic setup for the red eye. And I'll show you guys the my skink. So here is my toothless, and if you look at him, he has a lot of skill and he's trying to run off. But when it's just super dry, these scales will actually split out and they could lose their scales, and this won't grow at all. Always maintain the environment super humid so that they don't get any damage with their skins and scales. And look, if you look at him, he's super healthy. You can also tell like he's moving. Usually they do play dead when humans handle them, but because I've been with them for many years, they know that I'm not really that harmful creature for them, so they would just simply go back home. And I do have a female somewhere at the end. I can show it to, it's right here, right there. You probably can see, but you can see it this way, right here. There's a light reflecting, but this is pretty much it for the red-eye crocodile skinks. And for the red-eye crocodile skinks, I usually feed mealworms, dubia roach, cockroach, waxworms. So they normally will play dead all the time when people are watching. So if they are not moving, if they're not breathing, if they don't blink, that should be fine. As long as their eyes are open and their body is not super solid, then they're still alive, they're just playing dead. And especially, I do hear a lot of questions and people have been reaching out to me for their arrival, where they got the animal in their locations, but once they receive the animal, they don't move at all, and they just think that might be a dead on arrival, which is they think they are dead. However, red-eye crocodile skinks tends to play dead all the time, so don't worry. If their eyes are still open, that means that they're most likely still be alive. So just put them in the enclosure that you have set them up for and have them live there for 2 weeks. Don't touch them for at least 1 week and have them adapt to the new environment. And once they seem to swim and eat some food, then that's when you should handle them. Probably once a week is the best recommendation for me. I don't really handle them a lot, but once a week is the time that I usually handle. Just check up to them, see if they're still alive, and see if everything's doing well for their body and for their health conditions. So as long as you follow all those steps, you're pretty good. And for the water, I would recommend replacing it every 2 weeks or a week, actually every week or every day, depending on what kind of tub you're using, because if they drink those waters where it's left out for a month, it could really hurt their digestive system. So I would recommend replacing water frequently. So go order them today at our websites. We still have them available, and we even have a hatchlings to grow as well. So if you do have any further questions, let me know. Ask down in the comments and I'll answer it in the short questions if the question is short. And if the question is really good, I'll create a video like this for you guys again in the future. I hope this video helped, and if you do have questions, let me know. And also Also, I forgot to mention this for you guys. To figure out the gender for these red-eyed crocodile skinks, you just simply lift their feet up and see if they have a white pad or not. I have really good example photos that I'm about to put it in the video in the few clips. So thank you for watching my video. I hope this video helps. Don't forget to like, subscribe. This will definitely help my channel grow bigger and better. I'll catch up with you guys later and have a wonderful day.